Hello guys, in this video we'll learn how to use Amazon SQS Simple Queue service to publish and consume messages using Rust. So let's get started. First of all, move to your AWS console and search for Amazon SQS. Then press create queue, and here we have to name our queue. So let's say I'm naming it as testing queue. Then in the configurations, if you want to change anything, retention period, maximum size or timeout, delay, you can. Otherwise keep everything as default. Encryption, decryption, I would just keep default. And in the access, you want to only allow the queue owner, or you want to allow to the specific IAM users. So I'll allow to specific IAM users, and here you have to copy the identity and paste it here. So once you add this, just move all the way down. If you don't want to add any dead letter queue or any redelivery, then just press create queue. So once your queue is created, we'll go ahead and use it. So just make sure to copy this URL. So back to our ID. Now make sure the users you have selected, their access key and secret is configured into your environment, because we'll be reading the secrets directly from environment. Now move to cargo toml file and let's add a few dependencies. So AWS config with version as latest and features as behavior version latest. Then we need AWS SDK SQS with latest version, and then we need Tokyo for async programming with version latest and features as full. And then just build your project. Move to the main and let's start coding. So first of all, we have to define a struct for our message format. So let's say struct, and I will just name it as message, body as string, and here we'll use derive debug. So first we'll write the message for publishing, and then we'll write for consuming. So async fn publish, pass the client, and let's pass the immutable reference, and then we will pass queue URL same, and then our message again immutable. And now let's go ahead and return the result. So the result will be unit or an error. So we'll just say let response client sending message, and here we'll just say client dot send message queue URL, and here we'll send our URL message body and message body, and that's how it is. And then we'll just say dot send and dot await. Now let's go ahead and just print message sent, and here we'll just return okay of unit. So this is our publish, and now let's go ahead and write a consume as well. So async fn consume, and similarly we'll just say client and queue URL. So we just have queue URL here and string and result unit or error. So we'll just say client dot receive message dot queue URL, and here we can pass our queue URL send dot await, and here we can just say messages from queue and then we can just say for message and receive message dot messages. Just one thing, unwrap dot unwrap or default, and then we will just go ahead and do print and print our message dot body, and here we'll say got a message, and in the end we'll just return OK of unit. So this is our consume, this is our publish, this is our imports and the message struct. Now let's go ahead and use it. Now here we'll say async and Tokyo man, and then we go ahead and add a region new, and here we'll say AP Southeast 1. This is because I'm using Singapore as region, and you can just add any of your regions. And let shared config AWS config from environment. As I mentioned in the start, make sure whichever user you are using or has the access to publish and consume to the queue, the credentials are already set up in your environment. And then in the region we'll pass our region dot load and await. So then we'll just say let client new and shared config, and then we'll say queue URL, which is the same that we copied. So we'll just say string from and pass our queue URL, and then we'll just add a message. So let's say the body is hello world, my first SQS message using Rust. Let's wrap it, and now let's go ahead and send the message. So we'll just say send or publish and pass the client queue URL and the message. Await, unwrap, and then we'll say consume and pass the client and queue URL. Again await dot unwrap, and at the end OK of unit. If we want to return any of the error or result from here, so let's say result and error. So this is how our code looks like. We are basically having a message, we publish it, and then we consume it. This is our consuming code or receiving. This is our publishing or sending. Let's go ahead and test it. So just go ahead and open the terminal, and here we'll just do cargo run. Okay, as you can see, sending messages, message sent, messages from queue, and then we get the message, which is got a message, which is what we print in our consuming code, and it prints the message, which is got a message, and then hello world, my first SQS message using Rust, which is the same message that we published. So that's how simple it is to add consuming and publishing from SQS, which is simple queue service by Amazon, and it's very good, very efficient. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys learned something new. If you do, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends. I'll catch you guys in another interesting and exciting topic. Thank you.